Alright guys, as discussed in the last video, I will start this video with a look at the old school way of doing background images for modeling. And then in the next video we will look at a new way to do that since the addition of so many empty objects. But for now, we'll do it the way it used to be done. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my cube. And then I'm going to open up my properties panel with hotkey N. And I'm going to go down here to background images. Now this may be unchecked and collapsed when you're in it. I'm going to check that to open up my tools and use my pull down. And I'm going to hit add image. That gives me two sets. That's fine. You may only need one if you're just using it as a rough reference, but I usually open two just because I'm almost always going to use two images. We'll talk about that in a moment. Down here in the open thing, I'm going to click on that. And in this case, I just have a single image on my desktop I'm going to grab. You can grab any JPEG or PNG, and I will open that. It appears nothing has happened. And that's fine. We can live with that. We're going to come down here to this All Views button. And in this case, I'm going to choose my front view. Still, nothing's happened. That's still fine. If we go to our front view, still nothing's happened. It's still fine. Here's the deal. With background images, you can only see it in the view that it's placed for and in orthographic mode. So if we hit 5, boom, suddenly our image is there to help us model from. Now, there's a couple things we can do with this. It will import every image at a total of 5 units from the axis. So from center point out, 5 units wide, or a total of 10 units. We can change that size in our inputs. We can also change our opacity. It will come in at a 50% opacity, and we can crank that from 100% down to 0. We can also shift the image if we need to. And that allows us to position it however we are most comfortable with working with. Now, again, I've already added one here. I don't have a front view of our MMO creature character here, but if I did, I could place it in here and place it on my x-axis. We can just reuse this one, I guess. And put it on our right x-axis. And then if we go to 3, we have another image. Now you can see where if one of these was a side and one was a front, which would be handy right now, but I don't have that, we would be able to model from 2 different directions using our reference to get a nearly perfect model. Alright, that's the old school way. Don't write it off completely. It's very handy. Actually, the fact that you can only see this in orthographic mode and you can only see whichever plane you're facing is pretty handy. When you're doing models that you're trying to get exactly, it's really important to model in a straight orthographic mode. Otherwise, perspective gets added to what you're doing, and then as you spin around, you'll find that things didn't look exactly the way that you thought they would. So this can be a very good method for doing this. However, in the next video, we'll look at another method.